Now this is a story all about how Baron's ass is going to get flipped upside down. I'm sure y'all knew this video was coming, and I'm sure that you guys were curious on what my thoughts on this topic matter was. But before I get into this, before I just completely tear Baron a new one, let me go ahead and put this out there. I do not care. I do not care. This video is for entertainment purposes. Like I said, it's about a Nintendo fan club on the internet. It's over video games, so it doesn't bother me one bit. But you guys know I love a good debate. I love to argue. When I see some bullshit, I correct it. That's the kind of person I am. So for the sake of entertainment and the sake for tearing buttholes, let's get started. Let me get Will Smith on this motherfucker. Okay. Firstly, Mr. Baron, you came with the personal insults. But you know what? I'm not going to get personal back because it's not that serious. So let me go ahead and just put that out there right there. But moving on to your first main point. The whole, Shokio, you didn't contribute nothing to the Indo Nation, and you didn't contribute nothing to me. Hold up, son. Hold the fuck up, Baron. That is bullshit. That is bullshit. And any long time Nintendo fans here in this gaming community can call you out on that bullshit. You guys supporting Baron, he has y'all fooled. Because game reviews, you kind of knew, man. A lot of you Nintendo Sword, you kind of knew. You guys weren't back here in the old school gaming community. Back when the oppressor was involved in this community. A lot of you weren't like that, so y'all wouldn't know. But y'all really want to know how it went down? Here's how it went down. I discovered Mr. Baron when he was at like 300 subs. I found him as an abandoned baby in a dumpster crying. So I liked his videos, I liked his content, and I needed backup because I was pretty much the first Nintendo fan here in this gaming community defending the Wii. And you can ask Zephyrnix about that to confirm that. You can ask BlackBaron. Witnesses, ask MalkBear. There's tons of people you can ask. I was the first person on here going hard for Nintendo, repping the Wii. So that's kind of funny how some people come out and say I'm a fake Nintendo fan or whatever, when I was the first one here who had the balls at the age of 14. Yeah, I was 14. Who had the balls to come out and start defending Nintendo when the Wii is, seen as this just completely laughable system. But anyways, basically, Baron, yes, I never, I didn't create the Indo Nation. I never said that. I said I helped it to where it is right today, but I never said that you didn't create it and I did. But yes, you created the Indo Nation. But Baron, who created you? Who created you, Baron? Exactly. This guy did. Will fucking Smith, son. I created you. Now, I'm not saying I gave you all your subscribers. I'm going to give credit where it's due. You're a charismatic guy. You do good videos, so you got yourself some subs. But I gave you exposure. I made you known. 12 people knew you before I discovered you. And like I said, and I know this might sound cocky, but like I said, I'm just doing this video for fun mostly. But it's the truth is the truth. It is what it is. It is what it is. Nobody knew you. A couple people knew you, Baron, but nobody really knew you until I put you out there. I boomed your channel. I found you when you were at a couple hundred subs. I shouted you out. Bam, you shot up to 2,000 instantly, son. That is factual. That is the truth. Ask BlackBaron, ask Zephyrnix, ask MalkBear. MalkBear is a witness. MalkBear can tell you. Ask anybody who's been in this community way back then. They will tell you, I made Baron who he was. So yes, I didn't necessarily make the Indo Nation, but I made you. I made you. You are the creation. I am the creator. And it's funny because if you guys haven't seen the video, Baron said, he's making off to seem like me and Dark Cloud are jealous of him. He said this. He said me and Dark Cloud are jealous of him. He said it in a Skype call before. What do we have to be jealous about? Tell me. I'm jealous of your lower sub count. I'm jealous of your lower view count. Bro, you've been on Spike TV. You've been on the VGA Awards. And you've been on national television in the UK. So you've been on national television in the UK. You've been on international television, Spike VGAs. I shouted you out thousands of times, give you subs, and you're still stuck at 5,000. You still have half the sub count I have. What do I have to be jealous about? And what does Dark Cloud have to be jealous about? Because in less than a year, this dude has half the subs you have. And if he were to do consistent videos, if he wanted to, he could pass you up, man. That's just real talk. Dark Cloud passed you up. You know, if you compare the same sub count growth rate that you had, he went at a faster rate than you, and that's without shoutouts from me. And that's without being on national television. And before I continue, let me say this. This isn't about NW Nation. This is about Baron specifically. So you and the shooter, I'm about to get on him in a second too. So you end up guys, chill out. I'm cool with y'all. I have nothing against y'all. Cause no, it's not that serious, you know? Like, I'm not gonna get mad at y'all. I'm not gonna make you out to be this terrible individual. This is just a little Nintendo fan club, you know, on the internet. You know, I'm not taking this shit seriously. But you know, it's time for me to have some fun. Cause I really haven't shit talked in a long time. You know? So game reviews, although you talk behind my back mad crazy and you don't confront me, yeah, although you do that, I got nothing against you. Trey, you know I got nothing against you. ECC Wee, I love you, man. I love your vids. Jordan Cidion, nothing against you. I've never had a problem with you. You know, I'm not saying if I don't name you, that means I have a problem with you. But, you know, I'm just letting some people know that, you know, I don't have anything against you. I don't have anybody, but just know that you guys aren't necessarily tripping. You're not really on my tripping list. You see what I'm saying? The rest of you, for the most part, the rest of you are tripping. Like, you really are. But anyways, yeah, back, you know, I created Bear and all that stuff. But the shooter, like I said, I'm going to get on the shooter. Why did you make that video? Why? You made a, what was it, 11-minute video crying? And this was in response to me mentioning Nintendo fanboys for 5 seconds. 5 seconds at the end at my taking video games too seriously video. 5 seconds I mentioned Nintendo fanboys and you make a video because of that. Crying. And it's funny how you guys call the podcast Crying Sensitivity, but y'all go to the shooter. This dude's channel is dedicated to attacking dudes. But y'all don't call that crying. Y'all call that real talk. You see how hypocritical that bullshit is? It's bullshit. The dude, and he calls me a fake Nintendo fan or whatever, the dude doesn't even do Nintendo videos anymore. He has dedicated his channel to attacking me and Dark Cloud, Fragmented, and Grandmaster Hack, and Pyro Tycoon. But that's not dramatic, but the Skype call is. And speaking of the Skype call, let me say this. Disclaimer. I woke up in the morning, brushed my teeth, washed my face, opened my laptop, Dark Cloud called me in the call, and he was basically telling me, you know, what happened. He said, hey, you know, Shooter did a video on you, whatever. And then said, oh, hey, we did a podcast. I'm going to do another since Shokio and Fragment are in here. You see what I'm saying? So it's not like we had predetermined this beforehand, or at least I didn't. You see what I'm saying? I didn't know what the Skype call was going to be about. I just joined in the call because that's what we usually do. Somebody calls me, I usually join in. So see what I'm saying? It wasn't a predetermined thing. So since I was already in the call, I decided, yeah, you know, I'll go ahead and, you know, give my thoughts. So that wasn't me being sensitive or whatever, or, you know, plotting to do this, you know, podcast. So let's shut that bullshit down real fast. But yeah, the shooter, you're crying, dude. You are crying over little shit. And you guys are talking about how I'm different now. Tell me one thing that I'm doing now that I haven't done before. And I've asked you guys this question in the comments in your videos, and you haven't answered. You haven't answered. That's the thing. People call me fake. People call me fanboys, whatever. But I asked them to counter a point that I made, and they simply cannot do it. They can't do it. I've been chilling this whole time, and I've really never attacked the NW Nation. I've been chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool. Okay, You lying and crying and acting a fool, Baron. And I'm saying lying because, get this, guys, you Baron supporters, he talks about y'all behind y'all back on Skype. Some exposed. I'm sorry, somebody had to say it. I'm putting it out there. I'm not bullshitting. I have witnesses. Ask MVP, ask Dark Cloud. Baron talks about you guys behind your backs on Skype all the time. He talks down on his own reputable NW Nation members. Yeah. So watch who you're supporting. Because he's kind of fake. Because he talks about you guys behind your backs. Not all of y'all, but some of y'all. So be careful. And you might want to inquire about that. Ask Dark Cloud. Ask MVP. Just putting that out there. And speaking of which, it's funny how you guys are trying to make me out to be fake because I left NW Nation. Because MVP and Heartache came out in BG. And they started hating on the NW Nation. Hold up. Quit that bullshit right now. Right now, son. Because I left NW Nation last summer in July. You want proof? Look at my live streams on Twitch TV. Back last summer, I said I left NW Nation. Ask the King 3000. Ask Malkbear. Ask Neo GameSpark. Because they were regulars in my live streams. And they can tell you that. In my live streams, I always said that I'm not part of the NW Nation anymore. I left. So I left last summer. And correct me if I'm wrong, but MVP didn't come around until like January 2012. Because that's when MVP's NW videos and Nintendo fanboy videos, and that's when the Hard 8's NW bashing started. They did their videos in January of 2012. I said I left NW in July of 2011. So you have been misinformed, my man. You've been misinformed. You have been misinformed. And as a matter of fact, just for double confirmation, you remember that PM Nindeku Sword sent around to all the NW members, the interview where he was asking us questions? And one of the questions was, what are your thoughts on the NW Nation? And you could ask Nindeku Sword. My reply to that comment, to that question was, I don't consider myself part of the NW anymore because they don't know what they want to be and it's been overrun but with fanboys. That's not to say it's all you, but it's a lot. I said that. You could ask Nindeku Sword. If I feel like editing this video, I will show you the sent PM I sent to Nindeku Sword in November of 2011. So no, it's not me flip-flopping. It's not me being fake. It's not me leaving NW because everybody started hating it. I left NW before the hate even started. Before MVP was born here on YouTube. Exposed. Sit down. Take a nap, son. Y'all can tell I'm just having fun with this video. So yeah, I left a long time ago. I left on my own judgment. On my own free will. Free of outside influence. And a lot of you are saying, oh, Shokio's hopping on this, NW hating bandwagon, just joining Dark Cloud and Power Tycoon. I was the first person to leave. I was the first person to leave NW Nation. So you could just shut that shit down right now. See how easy this is? It's easy. It is really easy. And I just find it hilarious, Baron, how you would say that we are jealous of you. Like I said, you do good vids and you're charismatic. I'm not going to bullshit and say you do crappy videos or anything like that. But you are an ungrateful prick. Because with that last video, you basically threw all the support I had for you out the window. When you know for a fact, the majority of your exposure came from me. And like I said, you can ask anybody in here who is an OG of this community. Ask Blackbond, ask BBC, ask Zephyrnix, ask any of these fools and they will tell you. You did not get big until I found you in the dumpster. Scrambling around for some food, for some banana peels, and some rotten potatoes. So yeah, there's really not much to say. Like I said, I don't have anything against the Indo Nation. Like I said, I could never, and this goes for Baron the Shooter too. I could never actually hate you guys, cause this isn't real world, world shit. It's just about a Nintendo fan club, and it's just about video games. So I can never have actual any genuine hate towards you. You see what I'm saying? So if you're willing to be cool after this, Baron, I'm willing. I'm more than willing. Like I said, game reviews, although you talk behind my back mad crazy, I'm cool with you. I forgive you. Dendeku Sword, although you call me a fake Nintendo fan, I forgive you. Oh yeah, I forgot to talk about that point. The Shooter was talking about I'm not being true to myself. I've changed the kind of videos I've done. Tell me, Shooter, what have I changed? And like I said, I asked him this, I asked Baron this, neither of them answered. I haven't changed one bit. I have not changed. Am I still doing Nintendo Defense videos? Yes. Do I still get on the Sony fan base? Yes. Now you're coming out and saying I've changed because I'm getting on, in my last video I got on the Nintendo fanboys. But the fact of the matter is, I've done that before as well. I've done that before. I did a video on the truth and We Lover. I forgot to tell the video, but basically in the video I was talking about how people are just sucking Nintendo's cock and accepting them, not localizing these games, and stuff like that. Saying, it's okay, stop bitching about these games that are being released. I made a video about that. Nintendo and Sony fans tripping. The PlayStation All-Stars video. I told you guys to chill out bashing PlayStation All-Stars because it's a ripoff. That doesn't mean that it's gonna be a bad game. Which is, you're gonna argue against that? You see what I'm saying? So I haven't changed one bit. I have always gotten on fanboys, every kind of fanboy. The only fan base I really haven't gotten on is the PC guys. But for the console guys, I've gone on every fan base. I haven't changed anything about my channel. It's still about Nintendo, repping Nintendo, shooting down the bullshit, pew pew pew. When people like to spew bullshit, flying at Nintendo, I still shoot it down, don't I? Have I not been trying to prove that the Wii U is a true, full-fledged next-generation console in the last 20 videos I've done? Have I not done that? Exactly. It just doesn't make any sense. It just really doesn't make any sense at all. And I'm sorry, I just can't stop thinking about how Baron said that we're jealous of it. That shit is just hilarious to me. And it's funny because he got personal in that video to me. But I'm not going to get personal back on you, man. I'm not going to do it because it's not that serious. It's really not. It's really not that serious. But yeah, this video was pretty much just for my own entertainment. And hopefully it was for the entertainment of some of you guys too. But because it was for entertainment, don't make that, don't make that, don't think that I don't mean the points that I'm saying, because I completely meant everything I said in this video. I just don't take it to heart like these guys are. And then it was funny how he said that the Wii network isn't around anymore and the Indo Nation is. Oh man, Baron, you hurt me there, man. You hurt me. He attacked me. He attacked me in my most vulnerable spot, the Wii network. Oh my God. Unlike you, Baron, I don't care that much. I really don't. If I cared so much about the Wii network, I would have kept it alive. But the reason why it died in the first place is because I focused on my life. I just didn't have the time to uphold it, to take care of it, to do all the things for the forum and stuff like that. In the time I was heavily involved in extracurricular activities, I was playing football, I was playing basketball, I was playing track, I was doing everything under the sun. So I don't care if the N-Dub is going. That's great. That's great. But remember where you came from. Remember who discovered you in that dumpster. That little orphaned baby, abandoned baby, crying, begging for attention. Remember who found you and took him to his house and nurtured you and claimed you as his own. Will fucking Smith. You can't fuck with Will Smith. I will slap you like I did the reporter. And if you try to pull this shit again, I will not hesitate to shoot that shit down. So go play, no, excuse me, go wrestle in some basements, touching other men, while I'll continue living my life and not caring so much about a fan club on the internet. I'll see you later.